Oh, I didn't even see you there. Hey everyone, congrats on a good week 3. Getting ready for week 4, and it's time for a week 3 recap. So, let's run through these matchups. There's some good ones. We're going to start with me and Steve. My nude eggs versus Steve's Sunballers. I did win 170 to 166.34. Very close game. Had me bite my nails there at the end, but came out on top. It's not enough to beat the commish, but it was a very, very good try and a very, very good game. Followed up by BJ's It Hurts When I Pee versus Shinny the Woo, the Shin's team. Shin did take that one, 169.52 to 150.26. So good job, Shin. Nick's Junkies against Jay-Z's Palm Tree guys. A very close game. 179.64 to 179.8. We'll come back to that game later. Good job, Jay-Z, with that dub. Scotty's NES Avengers versus Robin's RH Hearn, or R Hearn 128. Robin took that win with a 208.14 victory against Scotty's 192.08. A very high scoring game. We'll come back to that one later too. But moving on to trophies, we're going to start with best team, which happens to be Robin, scoring 208.14 points. So it's kind of obvious it was Robin, but just a side note, her Bills defense got 33 points this week. It's been a year for defenses. So good job, Robin. That's 3-0, the only team in the league. Who would have thought? But congrats. That's awesome. The worst team, the weekly toilet trophy. Now, Robin, you can talk a little trash to BJ tonight if you want. Because this does go to BJ, scoring 150.26 points. Still a lot of points, and if you're the worst team scoring that, I mean, it's there's been a lot of high scoring games this year. But yeah, 150.26. Just unfortunate. But ironically, the most efficient manager also goes to BJ, scoring 150.26 out of 150.26 points. So you scored every possible point you could. I looked at your bench, and there were a lot of injuries, so I think that played into it. But still, an impressive feat, scoring every point. And unfortunately, it just happened to be also the worst team. But the least efficient manager, that is somehow going to go to Robin. At 208.14 out of her possible 247.14 points. Still got the win, so it doesn't really matter. But you two could probably talk some smack, being the best and worst team and also the most and least efficient managers. It's kind of funny. But the player of the week goes to Keenan Allen, scoring 49.46 points for me. Helped me get that win over Steve. Yeah, love me some Keenan Allen. He's always great. The bench warmer of the week goes to Amari Cooper, 28.6 points on Robin's bench. This is the second time in a row Robin's gotten this trophy, but both times have been streaky players. Last week it was Russell Wilson. This time it's Amari Cooper. They're just those players that you kind of just have to start and hope they pop off, and unfortunately, a lot of times when they're on your bench, they tend to pop off. The highest points in loss goes to Scotty, scoring 192.08 points against Robin's 208.14. Unfortunately, it was just one of those weeks where the second highest scoring team of the league plays the first highest scoring team of the league, and it's very disheartening when you're the loser in that matchup, because you would have beaten anyone else. So unfortunately, you do get this trophy. However, just as a reminder, it is 6 out of 8 people go to the playoffs. So even at 0-3, you're very much still in this race. You're like a game behind. So don't get too disheartened. It's still so early in the season, and is going to be competitive probably all year for that spot. So, don't get too bummed out about that. The biggest blowout, I'm sorry, the lowest points in win goes to Shinny the Woo, scoring 169.52 points against BJ's 150.26 points. So you two are the lowest scorers of the league, I guess, this week. Unlike Scotty and Robin, just complete opposite. But you did have the biggest blowout. Shin beat BJ by like roughly 19.3 points. I think last week's was 20, so that seems to be the blowout range of this league. But yeah, good job with the blowout and scoring low and still winning. I mean, 169 is not really scoring low, but good job. The most narrow victory trophy goes to Jay-Z, who beat Nick's Jump Junkies by 0.16 points. That was a crazy ass game. Crazy to watch. Unfortunate for Nick, but incredible for Jay-Z. That's a crazy ass game. The Overachiever Trophy goes to Robin, who scored 208.14 points after her starting projection was 164.1 points. So way outscored that. 44 points about. You outscored your projection. That's incredible. The Underachiever Trophy goes to BJ. A lot of BJ and Robin in these trophies this week. BJ scored 150.26. His starting projection was 158.26. Like I said with Scotty, 0-3 doesn't really matter. It's you'll be fine. It's a lot of time left, a lot of games left, and a lot that can happen still. So now I'm going to run down these, just the rankings, 1 through 8, where everyone stands right now, the win-loss records. I'm going to start at 1 with Robin's R. Hearn 128, going 3-0, the only undefeated team in the league. It's pretty great, so congrats to you. Hopefully you can keep it up until you face me, of course. But at number 2 is my Nude Eggs, 2-1. There's a lot of 2-1 teams right now, but yeah, I'm at the top of the 2-1s, followed by number 3, Steve Some Bowlers at 2-1. At 4 is Shinny the Woo team at 2-1, and following him at number 5 is JC's Palm Tree Guys at, you guessed it, 2-1, followed by Nick's Jump Junkies at number 6, the first 1-2 team, and the only 1-2 team, followed by BJ's It Hurts When I Pee at 7, sitting at 0-3, as well as Scotty's NES Avengers also sitting at 0-3. I took a look at all of the points for and points against, and the person with the most points for scored so far in the season through 3 weeks is your boy, the commish, me at 528.56 points. The unlucky motherfucker, who's had the most points scored against him, is Scotty's NES Avengers, 562.56 points. It's just been unfortunate. That's 100 more than most people's points against. Scotty, BJ, and then I guess me are the top 3 points against, but Scotty and BJ are 562 and 559. It's very close, and that's a lot more than the rest of the league has had score on them. So, like I said, though, it's a 6-team playoff. Don't freak out. It's not panic mode yet. It's still very much you know, you have a lot of time. You can pick up some people. Speaking of which, waivers cleared last night. Hopefully everyone got their claims in. Hopefully everyone prepared a little bit better than I did. At 2:50 a.m. I realized, oh shit, I haven't put waiver claims in for any of my leagues. So for that last 10 minutes, I was really just doing a lot of quick research and trying to throw in some claims. Yeah, hopefully everyone got who they wanted. Don't forget to set your lineups for tomorrow. It is the Lions and Packers. Should be a pretty good game. So, yeah, don't forget to get that locked in. I think that's pretty much everything I had. I'm looking forward to a good week 4. I've been having a lot of fun so far. Hopefully you all have too. I feel like the wide receiver bonuses and quarterback bonuses, running back bonuses have really impacted some games and have really been helping with the high scoring matchups that we've been seeing. So hopefully everyone's enjoying that. But yeah, good luck on week 4. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing who wins. And I'll talk to you all next week.